Finally tonight, remembering the work and the life of a longtime correspondent for the NewsHour.
And the question people are now asking is, what will the long-term impact on their community be?
Elizabeth Brackett once said she wouldn't take no for an answer, and it was a trait that came to define much of her 40-year career in journalism, including more than 25 years as a special correspondent based in the Midwest for the NewsHour.
These 3 acres of corn are all that Boyer has left of the 800 acres he planted this year. He's completely wiped out.
Whether she was covering the impact of devastating floods in Iowa, the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster, or families fleeing after Hurricane Katrina, Elizabeth's report stood out in the way she captured the voices of those affected.
We've been walking since yesterday. We had people that have been walking for 3 days. Everybody's out on the bridge. Nobody gave us nothing. We haven't eaten in 3 days.
She was competitive, and as one of her producers at the NewsHour, Meryl Schwerin, put it, she always pushed for more interviews, more phone calls, more perspective. Elizabeth wanted to be at the front of a breaking story, as was the case when she covered the heated battles over an abortion clinic in Wichita, Kansas.
3 hours after patients had gotten into the clinic, those who had not been arrested from Operation Rescue were still on the street.
Elizabeth was a true Chicagoan at heart. She worked for several TV stations, most notably with our colleagues at WTTW for 2 decades, where she was a correspondent and host for Chicago Tonight. She often focused on education and the deadly toll of gun violence. But she loved politics as well, and Illinois was a great place to focus on that. She reported extensively on the downfall of former Governor Rod Blagojevich, and she wrote a book about it.
The calls for impeachment are growing. There is now a bill introduced into the Illinois legislature calling for impeachment in the House.
She received numerous awards during her career, including national and regional Emmys, as well as a Peabody Award. She retired, so to speak, in 2014, but still was reporting 10 stories a year for WTTW.
Well, after all that worry, it didn't rain, and I really had a great wait.
Remarkably, she completed her first triathlon at age 50 and went on to win 5 global titles in her age group. Elizabeth died Sunday after an apparent bicycle accident on the lakefront path in her beloved hometown of Chicago. She was 76 years old. And we are heartbroken. And online, we have more remembrances of Elizabeth from producer Meryl Schwerin, who together they worked on dozens of stories. That and more is on our website, pbs.org/newshour.